Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? I'm just making sure everything's set up correctly because I messed around with all my settings and now I have no idea if it's going to work. But from your reply, I presume you can hear me okay. And can you hear music? I'm trying to set it up so that I can record my streams without hearing the music. But people watching it live can hear music. Good, 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 good. I'm good. I'm not too bad, to be honest. It's kind of a busy week, but I'm making it through. Trying to stay productive. Good. Okay, let me know if something's too loud or something's too quiet. You can be my tester. But welcome in. Yeah, so today I want to look at the 31 best Dungeons & Dragons gifts to celebrate the game's 50th anniversary. It's an article that goes through 31 different D&D gifts, and some of them are really bad, and some of them are pretty decent, and some of them are just bath bombs. So I want to look through them all, see what's good, see what's bad. Perfect audio, Blackguard. That is too complimentary, but thank you. Yeah, so it should be a fun day. Literally 7 months ago, I made a video called D&D Accessories I wish I bought sooner, and the algorithm really likes it. The comments and people who view it, some people like it, some people not so much. I think accessories in D&D is kind of a really weird niche because you don't need them at all. Like, to play D&D, you just need a dice. You don't even need that anymore with apps. So it's kind of weird to suggest or recommend buying stuff that people just don't need. It's like, hey, if you've got money and you want to spend money, and if you're like me, I like buying stuff. Like I love the hobby. I like filling my shelves with D&D stuff. Then it's great. But some people are just like, don't tell people I need to buy stuff. They don't need to. They're wasting your money. All you need is friends, pen and paper, some dice, and your imagination. And pretty soon with AI, you won't even need friends anymore, or an imagination. So save money there. Thank you. I want to make a new one because I've got a ton of new stuff. Of which, can I show you any now? Like the Deck of Many Things is one of my new favorite things. It's one of my favorite things that I would recommend not buying because it's so expensive. But like, if you have more money than you know what to do with, it's really cool. And then, oh, you know what I've been playing with? 1 second. These. Now I feel like these are going to be really contentious. So literally it's just terrain that clips together from Warlock tiles. But I think some people hate them, some people love them. I'm having a lot of fun with them now. I kind of find it therapeutic. I never got into painting minis that much. I kind of want to, but from what I hear, people find that really relaxing. Piecing together terrain, to me, is like scratches that itch, you know? But yeah. All right. It's relaxing, painting minis. My only issue with painting minis is that I'm incredibly impatient, I guess would be the term. My attention span's not there. And to sit down, I just presume it takes hours. In my mind, the idea of painting minis is like, one mini, you're in that bad boy for 3 hours. You're in the zone, you're focused. And that's a jump from like you start at noon and then it's 4 o'clock. I don't know if I've got that in me, but I do want to give it a go. like a proper go. I want to paint one nice mini and see if I get that itch. But yeah. All right, let's take a look at some of these. Oh, so first off, this article is based around the D&D 50th anniversary, which is apparently an over 1 year long celebration because they're releasing stuff from now all the way into 2025. And also being included in this is stuff like the Lego set and the Converse collection. So I kind of want to take a look at all this stuff and kind of just give a rating on every single one of them. You have 2 mats, easy erase grids, a huge pile of shame of minis to print, and 30% completed ones. Now you enter terrain with wood, plaster, and trash. Kit bashing and recycle. That's cool, and you're saving the environment. Like, you single-handedly, D&D saves the world. That's a good video idea. It's a good video idea. It really depends. If you make a lot of them at once, you won't get bored. You can paint one while the others dry. It's not so much about getting bored. It's more just like, it's just a day. It's a full day of my time gone to painting many minis. D&D Converse, yeah, it should be interesting. All right, so let's start with the Lego, of which they're getting an actual play together, which I think is pretty cool. With like some well-known people, certainly in the YouTube space and the actual play space. And I wonder if they're going to use this Lego set as terrain in the game. Can we get a good photo of this up? And don't get me wrong, I'm not a Lego person either. I was never into Lego, or Legos as some people call it, but I swear the plural is still Lego. Does anyone know if anyone plays D&D with Lego? I've always thought you could totally play D&D with Lego. Like, it always, like, if you had a collection of Lego, or you wanted to be able to kit bash like some terrain together, Lego bricks and the little Lego people and the creatures and stuff sound perfect for that. I'm surprised that no one has ever really made that a proper thing before. It does take time. Yeah, I think it's with painting minis and terrain and all that stuff, you really need to have that zen mindset where you can just lose yourself in it. And my mind, unfortunately, I can't focus like that. But yeah. Lego Dungeon Walls would be perfect. Yeah. Well, I mean, by the looks of this one, come on, give me a big photo. You could totally use it as terrain. I wonder how long it would take to put together a Lego set like this. But I like it. I like this enough to maybe buy it. It's got one big caveat. Two big caveats for me. There's 2 things that would stop me from buying it. One is it's kind of cluttered as it is right now. Like, feel like they're packing a lot of stuff into one place. It's kind of busy, and if I was going to use it for terrain, it's just kind of hard to single out things on there. But it is cool. It's fun. I love the Displacer Beast and the Beholder. The Beholder is great. The only other issue that would stop me from buying this, look here, it's showing these people play with it. I don't think it would be that good for play. It's too small, I think, to really play on properly. But it could be part of another set for sure. The only other thing stopping me here is the price tag. at $359.99. That'll be Canadian, by the way, but I presume that'll be like $300 US. It's just, and I know Lego is just expensive, but that's crazy. Am I planning on doing some DM things on your live stream, such as world building, prepping a session, campaign plotting, planning, etc.? I've thought about doing stuff like that, but I'm not, I don't know, I never want to come across as someone who is like overly knowledgeable, you know? I don't want to be, it's a weird thing where I want to like help people with D&D, but I don't want to be an educator, and I don't think I'm smarter than anyone else. So if I did stuff like that, and this might be what you want, world building and stuff, it would just be seeing my process and what I like to do, and maybe I can learn stuff from you guys on how you do it. Maybe you can learn stuff from me. But I never want to do like, this is how you world build or anything like that, if that makes sense. Kind of why you're sub to me. Yeah, and like if you get value from me, I love that. I remember when I first came into the space, and I was looking at other YouTubers and streamers, and there was I don't know, one or two people were very, like they'd been doing this for 30 years, and they were very confident in what they were doing, and this is the way. And in my footage and my content, I try and show that I'm like, oh, this is how certain people do it, but you can do it any way you want. And I could be wrong here, but this is, and I more just want to get people thinking about it and having a discussion and having a conversation and thinking differently. But yeah, this is how I will build. I mean, perfect. Yeah, I overcomplicated that, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so looking at the Lego D&D set, it's cool. It's too expensive for me. For that, I would give it 3 stars. Yes, I'm going to give stars out to all these things. The converse, however, is very interesting. Oh, this D&D stuff, I think, comes out on the 1st of April. So in a couple of days. For the Lego set. For the converse, I think this comes out on like the 11th. Yeah, April 11th. When it comes to clothing, I like to have subtlety in my merch, if that makes sense. If I buy something from a show that I like or a video game franchise, I want it to have a thing from that game or show that other people who play or watch that show would be like, is that thing? I don't want it to have Dungeons and Dragons plastered over the shirt. I don't want the merch to be like, so obviously, you see it with like anime shirts a lot sometimes. Like you get a cool anime shirt, it's got a cool like symbol on the front of it. And it's like, oh, what's that symbol? Then on the back of the shirt, it has the full anime name in like a bigger font. I'm not a fan of that. A universal terrain items video, maybe. Yeah, I do want to do a video on like low to no budget D&D for like people just starting out or people who don't want to buy stuff and are okay using other stuff. And I've got a few ideas in mind for that now, to be honest. I just need a few more to make that a whole video. Yeah. And I also, for like tables and barrels and like things like that for terrain, they're so expensive if you want to buy like pre-painted ones in a box. And I know I shouldn't. I should buy unpainted ones and paint them myself. But you're looking at like $50-$60 for a couple of tables and chairs. It's crazy. But yeah, I've had a look at some of these. There's some t-shirts and stuff as well, some shorts. Let me open their shorts up. Let me look at this one. This one looks interesting. I know I want to look at that one. And then let's look at like these two. So if you don't mind, like if you really want to rep D&D and have it like so obviously D&D that you're wearing on these Converse, or like you're a collector and you just want something that really stands out, then I think these are really cool if it ever loads. Any of them loading? Alright, here's ones. See, this is kind of cool, but it's got so much going on. And it's got Dungeons and Dragons plastered on it. I think if the Dungeons and Dragons wasn't on there, and I mean, still, they're all right. They're all right. These ones aren't bad. These ones are what I'm talking about. These ones are my favorite. They're literally dungeon maps on the back here and on the side here. And if you didn't know D&D, you might not know what this is. And even if you did know D&D, you might look at them, that's interesting. And then you're like, oh yeah, the D&D ones. It's like, that's so cool. They do throw a dragon on the side and D20 and the D&D logo on the back just to really strike that home, making it less subtle. But I think these are my favorite. I think if I was going to buy any, I think these would be the ones. $60, so much cheaper than the Lego, so much cheaper, and you're probably going to get a lot more use out of these. These ones are pretty cool. These ones are nice and subtle. Just the D&D logo on the side there. Yeah, I like them as well, to be honest. These ones have Vecna on the side. Less subtle, but pretty cool. They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be like plastered with D&D stuff from just sole to top of the laces. I don't know why. I don't know why these shorts exist. What are they? Are they for exercising in? Converse shorts. Are they? I mean, I just don't want people like staring at my lower crotch because there's a demon on there. But if you like it, you like it. Not for me though. Oh man. And what does the text say? A low grunting sound is the first thing you notice in the darkness. Then a sense that you're outnumbered. Through the darkness, you catch sight of beady eyes darting about with a cunning intelligence. It's almost certainly a trap. Yeah, I think the shots are creepy. I'm actually not in Europe, by the way, Blackguard. I'm in Canada right now, so. But yeah, there might be less variants here. These just aren't gonna load. Refresh this one. There we go. Yeah, they're pretty cool as well. These Converse aren't anywhere near as bad as I thought they were gonna be. I really thought. I think there was one or two of them that are like extreme. Actually, I quite like that. But yeah, I don't hate them. Huh. There you go. I came into here, I was gonna give like negative feedback about how brands just like destroy products, but these 4 stars. 4 out of 5. I might pick up a pair. But if I pick up a pair, it's gonna be the map pair for sure. And now we can look at this Good Housekeeping website, who have the best Dungeons and Dragons gifts to celebrate the game's 50th anniversary. There's a disclaimer here that I have to give, and it's something that content creators do. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's something you need to bear in mind, that this is gonna be a affiliate link article, and they want to get commission on every single one of these. So there's gonna be Amazon links to every single thing here, and there's gonna be stuff that they probably don't even like that much, the authors. Maybe they do. But there's a chance that they're just putting it here to make money. The more stuff they throw in here, the more clicks they get, the more money they make. And like the first thing is Vecna Eva Ruin, which isn't out yet. Oh, $60 in the States, $81 in Canada. May 21st it comes out. I have no idea if this is going to be good or not. I have no idea. It should be interesting. Could be an awesome icebreaker with other fans. Usually it's very hard to understand if someone is into D&D, TTRPGs. Imagine rocking these in the gym. Blackguard, are you talking about the shorts or the Converse or the shoes? Because I don't, the shorts are crazy. But yeah, the Converse, I think for sure. Or are you talking about the Lego set? You're talking about bringing the Lego to the gym? Because that would be an icebreaker for sure. Are there any videos from DMs like 40 years ago? There is a... Hold on. See if I can find it. D&D Retro. I think there's one from the 80s. That... It's like a commercial.
Your dungeon master has placed you in a dreadfully precarious position. You're playing the most phenomenal game ever created. Your skin grows cold from your first glimpse of the enormous beast. It's a product of your imagination. Survival depends on a quick, decisive move. Your choices are limited. Stand and fight, or run. Use your lightning bolt. Victory is yours.
Yeah, there's like old school videos of people pretending to play. I think there is. I remember seeing one of legitimate, like a legitimate old game, but I don't know. I'll have to dig in and find that. I would love to see that though. How DMs DM'd 40 years ago compared to today would be very interesting. And just to see if Critical Role and the way Matthew Mercer and Brennan Lee Mulligan have really changed how we DM today. That would be interesting. But from what I've seen of the stuff, like from the way people talk and what I've seen in the retro stuff, is it's very similar. It's surprisingly similar. Like DMs knew what they were doing 40 years ago. Maybe even more so than now, who knows? But yeah, I always get surprised when I see old footage and people are playing as they would play, and they would. I would go as far to say that it was more serious, because today we use it as like an outlet for socializing, and we probably use it as an outlet for creative writing and just getting our stories out there and stuff. So our priorities are different. But back then, I think it was just more of a game, you know? And it's like, these are your choices. How are you going to play? How are you going to make the choices? Let's like get down to it, kind of thing. But, oh, to have a time machine. All right, so I don't know if this book's going to be good or not. What does it say about it? D&D is not going to let 15th anniversary pass without thrilling new adventure. So it's just a blurb. It's interesting that it's for characters levels 10 to 20. So that should be interesting to see because I've never read a Wizard of the Coast book that goes that high. But I'm just going to give that a straight... I mean, it shouldn't be... Yeah, I guess it's a gift you can give someone. 3 out of 5 stars. You think in the past there was more rule of cool, less rules lawyer, but I might be wrong. You're in your 30s. I mean, who knows, Blackguard? I wonder if it's the other way around, and that people only had the rules to go off, and they were just like, more, this is the game, these are the mechanics, these are the rules. I think when most people just pick up the game without any outside interference, they take the rules as gospel, because it's just the easiest thing to do. I have a friend who was telling me of how he played D&D recently, and he didn't enjoy it. And I was asking him why he didn't enjoy it. And he said, well, one, everyone was like high and just not paying attention, so nothing got done. which is a recipe for disaster. And 2, they misunderstood the rules, or the DM did. And they were, like, taking turns outside of combat. So just, like, you're in a tavern, what does everyone do? Roll initiative. And it wasn't, like, free-flowing. It wasn't like Daggerheart, like Daggerheart's combat. It was like, what do you want to do? Oh, I will go I will go and get a drink. Cool, we'll figure out what happens there, and then we'll come to the next person. What do you want to do? Okay, we'll figure that out. And it comes to the next person, and I'm just like, man. Daggerheart's really opened my eyes to the fact that maybe there is an issue with initiative in D&D, because I don't think the answer is just have the free-flowing nature of Daggerheart, but I definitely think there's something in between that we can come up with. But yeah. Alright, next on this list is This Is How I Roll pants, which I clicked on earlier, and it would not load on Amazon for me. But it is on Walmart. And the way the, like, lingo down here is said, it's like, kick back, relax, and roll the die with your closest friends in these Dungeons and Dragons pants. It's like they're pajamas, but it's worded like they're lounge pants that you can wear when you play D&D, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with, but if I showed up to someone's house and they were DMing and they were wearing these pants, I'd be like, have you showered? Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't know, it's just, I like to look nice when I DM. I like to not wear pajamas, at least. But I can imagine a laid-back table where, you know, or you're playing online, where you are just, like, chilling in loungewear, I guess. But I not for me. Like, 1 out of 5 for these bad boys. Roll initiative for tavern dialogue. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm imagining. It's like, oh, you guys all want to ask a question at the same time? Stop, let's figure out who asked first, roll against each other. Yeah, it's too much. Another book, Making Dungeons and Dragons. Also not out yet. June 18th, pre-order now. So this article is really getting the pre-orders in. This is like a history of the makings of D&D from 1970 to 1977. It looks like a thick book. It does look thick. But it's 150 bucks. It's 1 book worth 150 bucks. Dollars. That's crazy to me. I mean, most of it feels like it's just full page illustrations. Look how much space is wasted. But I think it'll be cool. I think it will look very cool on people's shelves, for sure. It's just... Is this just the world we live in? Am I just, like, behind the times? Is stuff just this expensive now? Or are we getting ripped off? It's very hard to tell. The answer is probably somewhere between. Like, everything is just way more expensive. But also, everyone's taking advantage of it a little bit. But yeah. Ooh, what's this? Cocktail? Puncheons and flagons. Ooh. Ooh. August 27th. Stuff's not coming out yet. Fine. 3 out of 5 stars. Book's not out yet. I can't rate it. Looks cool. Too expensive. Dice Throne and Timeout Chair. I would be interesting to know what you guys think about like dice thrones and like dice prisons. I've never had them before. Are they fun? Are they pointless? Are they useless? Not to tell anyone to spend their money. Not to tell anyone what to spend their money on. But this feels like, I don't know, an unnecessary. We've only got a small table. This would not fit on our table. If my players brought these to sit next to like to sit next to their dice trays and their laptops, I'd be like, there's no room. There's no room for the dunce chair, guys. What's combo D? Ooh. Ah. I don't know. So we have like a little shrine here. I feel like most people do when they play D&D. It's just like a shelf full of all my minis, my dice, a few of my books, some terrain, and these actually would look pretty fun and cool on there. I couldn't leave the dice on there because the cats would have them and eat them and poop them out again, and then I'll have to clean it up, and at least I'll get to see what the cat rolled, but I don't think we want that. But yeah, maybe they're fun. Maybe they are fun. I don't know. I think for some people, this is like a 5 out of 5. These are great. I think for others, it's a 1 out of 5 pointless. For me, I'm going to go in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence and say 3 out of 5. Here is what should have been my clickbaity thumbnail. I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail when you came in, which was supposed to be the top of this and pull people in by being like, what is that? That looks like a D&D thing because it's got numbers on it, but what is that rubber thing? It's an ice maker. I don't know if everyone knows and have seen this before, if people were like genuinely clicking on this just to see what the hell it was. I think these are fun. I think if you are the type of D&D guy who has cocktails or lots of drinks when they play, chucking one of these into your drink, I think is a lot of fun, and I've got a lot of time for it.
Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about this amazing D&D find. This is the D20 dice-shaped ice mold. The high-quality silicone mold means it's durable and it's also oven-proof, which means you can test out cakes and sweet treats.
Oh, you can do cakes with it.
In the shape of a D20 dice with defined edges and numbers. It's perfect for adding a fun element to any drink. This ice mold is great for a D&D games night or any other time you want to impress your guests. Make sure you get your Freeze Forms D20 dice ice mold now.
Alright, I like it. I like this. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. That's the most interesting dice tower, a cat. That is so true, Taylor. Alright guys, we're going to use the cat as a dice tower for this really important roll. Let's come back in 1 to 2 days to find out what the roll is going to be. It is anonymous. Great name, by the way. You do have a very good point. This is very big. And I would like to see it in a glass. I guess that is the best example. It takes up the entire... This is very, very true. At least it gets smaller as time goes on. As it melts. But, there it is. Yeah, it's... I would like it to be half the size, maybe, so that you could put 2 in there, and you could drink with advantage or disadvantage, but, yeah. 3D printer. Is that one of the D&D accessories that you would like to see, Matt Bailey? But yes. But yeah, 5 out of 5. Deck of many things. Hey, check this out. It's $90 in the States. Here in Canada. You can't see it because my face is over it. Wait, what? Why is it? Wait, what? $89.99. That's so cheap. It was literally like $150 when I was looking at this in the past. Okay, well, let's hide that then because it makes me look like an idiot. It's $89.99, 10% off. Huh? That's not bad, guys. If you live in Canada, not bad. Here it is. Shall we do a live poll? Can't believe Amazon just made a liar out of me live on stream. I'm so embarrassed. I looked at this like I was looked through the article. I saw this on there. I was like, oh, maybe I'll make a video about this. I can complain about how expensive this is. And I clicked on this link like this morning, and this didn't occur to me. So, deck of many things. Hold on, let me go full screen for this. We get this fun little reference book in here with all the artwork in full. This is useless. This is pointless. There's no information in there at all. It doesn't even tell you what the cards do. And then if I pull a random card, let's see what I get. Also in card, and you were miffed at the price disparity. Yeah. I would highly recommend trying to get the special edition one. Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't highly recommend, but I think they're at the same price. If you can find it, grab it. If it's not too much more expensive, just because the book cover is really nice. Alright, let's see what card I get. Ba-bam! Comet. I can't remember what Comet does, but I think that's one of the bad ones. If someone wants to Google that and find out what would happen to me, I'm pretty sure it's a bad one. But yeah. I think... So I added these to my game. I just gave my my players a deck of many things, and it has caused chaos in the best possible way. And I went through and I took out like the worst cards, like the ones that were game breaking, because there's like 66 cards in here, and a deck only needs 12. So I took out a bunch. I like pre-made a deck which was safe, that had some bad cards, some good cards, like mostly fun cards, and two of my players still managed to get like taken off one got taken off into space, one got teleported to another dimension, and another one fell down a pit and died. RIP. So they're still dangerous, but I think it really made my players like on edge about it. It's like that level of like, I want to pick another one, but should I pick another one? And you can tie it into your overall campaign, because it's just like a very powerful artifact at this point. I'm thinking about having my players now being sent on a mission to destroy it, like the One Ring in Lord of the Rings. you knew where the One Ring was from. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. Comet, if you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level. Otherwise, this card has no effect. I don't really know what to do with that. But yeah. I think I was trying to come up with other ways. I think it'd be fun to... for that, if you had players and you didn't use XP, you used milestones, like I do. I think if my players got that, I would allow the person to grab it to fight a powerful monster, and if they win, the whole party levels up. That way the whole party's interested and into it. And if they lose, they use up all their spell slots and lose all their HP and go down to be healed up afterwards. And then the powerful creature escapes, and then they're just in a predicament. You loved the deck of many things as a kid, got wings, and it was so much fun. There is the wings one. I have one player who got they got a dragon on the first roll, and on the second roll pull of their cards, so they got a dragon, then the second one they got a knight. So they're just amassing a little army, and they're playing a little raccoon monk that doesn't care about anything but snacks. Fundamentally, it's for the cutest player characters, and it's just the most unlikely person to get a dragon and a knight because it's just a little picture a little teddy raccoon. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5 stars for the deck of many things. Because I think the deck itself, and I think 66 cards, very good. Will change your games for the better, hopefully, depending on how you use them. But it changed my games for the better. But the extra book that came with it, and the bigger book of many things could have used a little bit of work. So 4 out of 5. But at $89.99, that's a steal. That's an absolute steal. So delivered to Canada. Holy. At what level would you drop a deck of many things into a campaign? I would do it when your players have, like, between arcs, almost. Like, if you have a big bad that you want your players to kind of fight and come up against between levels 1 and 5, do it after that, because you don't want players getting kidnapped, like sent into another dimension or trapped in a crystal in some far off place, leading up to like fighting a big bad, because it throws a spanners in the works. Either the players need to go and rescue the person, or the person needs to re-roll a new character, and that can kind of really throw like the pacing into chaos. But if your players are kind of in between, if they're kind of like they've got a bit of time, they've got nothing urgent going on, that's when to do it, fundamentally. Oh yeah. You heard they sort of nerfed the bad ones where nothing bad was permanent. No, there's still some. I think the original 12 are like the same as they always were. I don't think they got nerfed. But I think they kind of say in the book, like, do whatever you want with them. Like, you can change the rules. If you don't want these things to be permanent, they don't have to be. But there's I think my favorite one is, I think it's the corpse card, where literally whoever picks it, they just fall down unconscious and have to roll death saving throws. No healing can heal them. Nothing the other players can do can stop it. They go unconscious, roll death saving throws, and if they roll a success, then they get back up. But if they fail the death saving throws, they just die. And I've not experienced that, but I can imagine that moment at the table being like, holy, what incredibly important rolls they are. Like, everyone around the table are just like, roll well. Unless they hate the character, in which case, roll bad. Like that, there needs to be dire stakes. Yeah, there does. And when I had a player die from the deck, that was a level of, like I said, one character was getting really good stuff every time. And then I had another character that kept getting mediocre stuff. Like, they got one where all their magic items disintegrated on their person, but they like didn't have any. They had like a health potion, and that was it. That went away. So it was kind of a neutral one. And they were just picking and picking and picking. And I was like, are you sure this is dangerous? And they're like, yeah, what's the worst that can happen? And then one of them got hit, which a massive hole opened up beneath them and they fell. I had to roll damage for the fall. And they had just been in a fight and they were really low health. And yeah, there's nothing they could do. They took too much damage, they died. And then there was a level of like, oh, the deck's dangerous. The deck is dangerous. But yeah, I say it was fun, you know. There are certain players out there who would not see the humor and not enjoy that kind of powerlessness. But at least you can always point to the fact that as long as you're a DM and you are making sure everyone knows this is dangerous, you could die, and they choose to pick the card, then the consequences are the consequences. Yeah, the greed it fuels is so entertaining as a DM. Just watching them, it really, they're just like, I want to pick a card, but I shouldn't, but I want to. And eventually they do. They can't help it. 4 out of 5 stars. Little mimic gamer pouch. So this is for me. This is not for everyone. This is not a review in general of the product. This seems too small to be useful. I guess if you're a player and you just want to put your dice in there to take around, then yeah, that's great. But let's have a look at it on Amazon. Yeah, what's 1, 2, 3, like one set of dice that you can put in there? 2 out of 5 stars. D&D starter set. Why is it taking me to vitamins? What is my internet trying to tell me? Got Lyme's disease. Okay, so I think this is discontinued. I don't think they're making this anymore. Maybe I'm wrong there, but this is going to get rare. They're going to release a new starter set, I'm sure of it, in like the next 6 months. Or to a year. You could put your dice in there at random objects. Yeah, what have I got around? I could put my dice in here. No problem. Yeah, you can put your dice in anywhere. Bailey's dice bag of hoarding. I have the starter deck. The starter set. It's good. It's a lot of fun. For me, it didn't last long. I bought the starter set and it was a gateway, and then I was buying all the proper books and buying all the proper stuff. But if anyone is like unsure and just wants to dip their toes in, this is the set. But if you're like, I want to play D&D, I want to start DMing, then you can probably skip this and just go for the actual full stuff, because you're in at that point. But oh no, this is Star McIsle. Sorry, I told a complete lie. I've not had this starter set. I've not. This isn't Fandolin, right? Oh, I don't know then. 3 out of 5 stars, because we have to move on. I'm all over the place today. Oh, it's a reference to a SNL sketch. Not one I've seen. I might check that out. Remind me after this, if you're still around, and I'll watch that sketch. But yeah. D&D Dice Slings. So, you're going to see inconsistency in me. Because I'm just human, like all people. And you're going to see me look at certain things, like the dice pouch, and say, that's useless. Why would you buy that? But then you're going to see me look at D&D Dice Slings, by the way, which you shouldn't even roll, because they're completely unbalanced. They don't work as dice. But they do transform from a dice to an owl bear. You're going to see me look at these and say, I want one of these. I think they're awesome. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why my lizard brain says no to this and wholeheartedly yes to this. But 5 stars. 4.5 stars, because I can't buy it here in Toronto for some reason. But yeah, I like it. It is awesome. I don't know why. I also like this. I also like the blanket. This makes more sense to me than the shorts or the pants, where they're like, wear these pants when you play D&D. We have a player who always gets cold. They just run hot, I guess. No, they run cold. They really feel the cold. And this blanket would be perfect for them when we play D&D, just to wrap around themselves. There's a whole host of them. But yeah, D20 shaped throw. Also unavailable here. Ugh. But yeah, I like the blanket. Bobby and Uni action figures. Really? The unicorn from the cartoon was called Uni? I'm sure this is great for someone. This one's not for me. I never really watched the cartoon. I presume they're from the cartoon. And yeah, I think this would be cool if they were like minis, but I'm sure they exist. 2 out of 5 stars. RPG character journal. Is this just a blank journal? Is this just a blank journal? Are you tired of flipping through unorganized character sheets? Are you a new player and don't know if... I learned to read. Are you a new player and don't know what you need for the first session? This character's journal has got you covered. Keep track of your adventures in one streamlined notebook. I guess it's not an empty notebook. It gives you character sheets, I guess. Okay, it's pretty cool for new players. I would like to see inside it, but it will not allow. 5 5e character sheets, lined and graph pages for note-taking, spell sheets, and more. That's a cool idea. Hardcover's always better. It's a cool idea. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Being in Canada sucks sometimes when you want to buy a thing. Yeah, I hate so many, like, even the stuff that when I make a video and I want to make some money from affiliate links, be a little bit cheeky. I have to bear in mind that most of my audience is in the States, and I've got to I can't just link stuff that I'm finding, because the stuff I'm finding might not be available in the States, which was the issue I had with the bag of my accessories video. The bag's not in here right now, but I have an amazing D&D bag, which I love, which can hold just the entire world in it. It's a bag of holding, and I threw it up. I kind of gave a mini review in a video. I threw it up for people to buy, and if you clicked on it from America, it would take you to a different bag. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mislead you there. But yeah. Shush me. This bag, I love it so much. I don't use it as much nowadays because all my D&D games take part, words again. All my D&D games take place here at my place now, because we got a nice big table for it. Not big enough, but a bigger table. Oh my god, I'm wearing the same shirt. That's embarrassing. 7 months ago, that's fine. It's been washed in 7 months, guys. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we play it all here now. This was when I used to literally travel every week to a different player's house and set up and stuff and play, which was fun. It was nice to get out. It was nice to give other people a chance to host. But at the same time, I was starting to get into playing with battle maps and minis and having lots of stuff, and that became so much harder to travel with, especially when to improvise with. It's nice to have everything here so that even if something happens where I was not expecting that, but I have something upstairs, so it's much better here. Dungeon Mayhem game, not even a D&D accessory, but I guess this is just gifts for D&D fans. Not gonna load. Brilliant. I'm sure it's fun. 3 out of 5. The bath bomb. I think people liked the bath bomb, right? Not in Canada. Gah. I like it. I would prefer it if it had numbers around the side of it, so that you could roll it. You'd roll it into the bath and see what the roll is, and whatever you get, that determines how good the bath is going to be. Or if you wanted to punish yourself for whatever reason, you roll it before you run the bath water, just in the bath, and it determines how hot or cold the bath water is going to be. But I like it. 5 out of 5. Lizard Brain likes. Not a D20 if there are no numbers. Yeah, it's just a Luxon beacon. It's just a, what is it called? A decahedron? What is it? What's the shape? You roll a 1 and slip getting into the top. Yeah, that is commitment to your roll. I like that. Yeah. Players who don't metagame get injuries. Dodecahedron. Thank you, Catvan. I think I said that first. I think that's what I said. Dodeca, yeah. D&D wall decor. I do actually low-key really like this. It's appealing to me because so many people's D&D space is like a tavern or like an old kind of medieval torture chamber that I see, which is cool and I like it. But I am a big fan of alternative D&D rooms, and I really like the idea of a really clean room with something like this on the wall and a D&D table, and just I don't know, that appeals to me. And for $40, not too expensive, mean, they actually look a lot smaller than I think they are. Like, they all fit on a door frame. That's really small. But I like them. 4 out of 5 stars. Have I looked at candles yet? Hey, Kat. No, I haven't. I'm going through this list, and I'm not sure if candles are on here. But there is pocket watches. So this is something else that's... Nope, I take it back. It has dice. It has mini dice inside. 4 out of 5 stars. No, I'm not looking for decor. I'm just going through this this list of D&D gifts for people and rating each one fundamentally. But honestly, these would look pretty good in the background of this room. So maybe I'll get them. I can already tell you, without looking at this, that this is awesome. This looks like, for 50 bucks, you get 68 miniatures. Like, if you were just starting out and you just wanted some minis, and they look cool as well. To be honest, they actually look pretty cool. I mean, it's 72 bucks in Canada. Huge 6-inch dragon. Huge 6-inch dragon. But still, it's pretty cool. I guess you've got to paint it yourself and put it together yourself. Same with these. But that is good value for money, because minis are expensive. 4 out of 5 stars. Oh, look at this snowy owl bear funny plush. It's actually cute. That's not going to load. I can tell nowadays. Oh my god, that's actually pretty cute. Look at his little arm fins. Okay, 20 bucks. 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I like that a lot. That would look very nice on the D&D shelves, just staring at you, judging you for pretending to prep. Yes, more plushies. We don't have many D&D plushies, Kat. So I think we should start, expanding our horizon there. Cat the Mao bought me some condition rings last year, and they are phenomenal. They are very, very useful in high-level combat when you have someone like Cat the Mao at your table, who at the time was just throwing out status effect after status effect. But yeah, these are great. There's so many of them as well. The 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I think the best D&D accessories that you can buy or gift someone are D&D accessories that are just useful in the game of D&D. And these are up there. Adult Red Dragon premium figure, now 50% off, $50 at Amazon. 140 bucks. No. I guess it's just 50% off in America. But that's very cool. But the price is insane. So 3 out of 5 stars. But it's cool. But I feel lied to. The toaster? 5 out of 5 stars. I don't even want to talk about it. That's just a straight 5 out of 5 stars. Dice tower. Yeah, I've never really used a dice tower that much. I've never had the need to, but I do want to start using like a Box of Doom style situation, like Brennan Lee Mulligan, and a really cool dice tower would be great for that. But I'd want it to be like a bit more foreboding than this. So I'm just gonna give this 2 out of 5 stars, and Dungeon Meister cocktail recipe book. 5 out of 5. I think that goes perfectly with the ice block from earlier. It's just, that's great. Grid map expansion pack. Let's have a look at this actually. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with something like this. I think 4 out of 5 stars. I still prefer the books that I have where each page is its own map, but yeah, these are great. D&D knowledge metal sign. I did see this earlier, and I low-key really like this. I think this would also look very good behind me on the wall. It's got alignment information, class information, race information, background, player rules. I mean, it's big though. $8.99. Sorry, $8.09. That's cheaper than I thought it would be. Holy. Metal sign. Wow. Okay. 4 out of 5 stars. Dungeon Master screen. Purely. That's not load. Purely from just like if you're going to buy someone a gift and they don't have a good DM screen, then this is a 5 out of 5 gift. If you're giving this to someone who already has a bunch of DM screens and don't need any more, it's a 1 out of 5 gift. But the thought is strong. So let's go down the middle of that and say 3 out of 5. Love that your IRL friend is supporting your live stream. Yeah, that is my fiance. It's my IRL fiance right there. Cat the mouse. You really want better storage for dice? That's also a display. Yeah, like a dice trophy case would be very cool. That's fun flavor for a D7D room, DnD room. But yeah, what is this? Class and D20 dice spinner necklace, $30. Okay, it's a dice as well. Does it? One side it's got a bunch of classes, which could be fun for figuring out what you want to play next. Or if you're a DM, if you just want to be like, a bard enters the room, or a spin, whatever it lands on, that class enters the room. But that's a very one-time use kind of thing. But the D20's fun. You just give it a spin. That would be a cool ass it would be huge, but imagine a Wheel of Fortune style D20. Just a massive spinner that when a player's going to do something that's big, Brennan Lee Mulligan's Box of Doom, they've got to stand up and give it a proper spin, and everyone has to watch to see where it lands. Like life or death things. This is cool though. It's cool. I don't know how much use you would get out of it in general, but it's very cool. 3 out of 5 stars. Yeah, you want a little display with steps. Yeah, I want like this little display. Steps with spots for each dice. They're expensive though for what they are. Ooh. Maybe, yeah, we know people who could 3D print them. I think. Oh. Tears of my players. Okay, so it's not available in Canada, but this is the closest one. It looks like $40. I'm a big fan of these D&D tankards. Big fan. And the Tears of my players one is exceptional, and it's just a straight 5 out of 5 stars. Mystery dice could be 5 out of 5, could be 1 out of 5. We just don't know, so it's got to be a 3 out of 5. Oh my god, it's the guy from the shorts. It's the guy from the Converse shorts. I guess this guy is from like original D&D. Veteran D&D players will know him as a figure on the cover of the first edition handbook from 1978. So he's a pretty big deal for OG D&D people. With that knowledge now, I'm going to take it back and say this is very cool. And it looks cool as well. So 4 out of 5 stars. I wonder if he has a name. Heroes and Villains Red Dragon Varsity Jacket. So incredibly niche. So incredibly niche. But I do like the DD going through each other. And this is something that I miss because we never did this in the UK. We didn't have the whole varsity, like local sports, like college sports team and like the jocks walking around with them on. I quite like this. Except it's $140. But apart from that, I like it. So 4 out of 5 stars. Who would wear that? Taylor, I would. I want to walk around living my best North American college life, even though I'm 20 years too late for it. And that's it. That's the end of our list. So there you go. That is 31 different Dungeons and Dragons gifts. 33 if we include talking about the Converse and the Lego set. And I have to say, I thought there would be much worse things in there. There's some bad ones. There's some money grabbing ones. I think the worst is the pajamas. For me, I think the worst is the pajamas. I think the best is the toaster. Let's face it, realistically. But yeah, not too shabby. I would totally wear that jacket. Yeah, jammies, no bueno. I am gonna probably see if I can salvage this stream as far as turning into YouTube video goes, and I'm gonna steal this person's stuff fundamentally and make affiliate links of my own. Is that a jerk move? No, I think that's fine. Probably. But I'm only going to do the best ones. It's going to be a legit, like, these are actually pretty cool. I might buy the toaster. Hold on. How much was the toaster? $70 though? How much in Canada? $115. That better come with bread included. Yeah. Anyway, I grabbed this list. So what I do normally, and I've been thinking about making a video on this. Have you ever explored Etsy's D&D stuff? Let's have a look. I have, but not for a long time. It's out. It's already out this world. It's already 1,000 times better. Like if I look at Amazon and search D&D, it's just the same. It's always the exact same stuff. Hey, look, there's the bag. Great stuff. But then you go on Etsy and it's like these freaking phenomenal. Oh, look, there's the tankard. For way cheaper than it was on that website. $30 Canadian. I do want a really nice DM screen. Let's do another hour of this. I know, is this fun for you? Looking at it, just watching me shop. This wasn't going to be a long stream, by the way, so I might stop any. But you bought so much stuff from Etsy creators for your new campaign. First time DMing in 20 years. Ooh. Do you have like a favorite thing you got, Taylor? Also, if you haven't already, please like the stream. It helps out a ton. I think. I don't know. I hear other people saying that. So, plus it strokes my ego. Alright, this is very simple, guys. We are on Etsy now. We just have one goal. One easy mission to accomplish, and it is simply to find the best D&D item on Etsy. And that's not to say that the other ones are going to be bad. It can be close, but we just have to find the one single best D&D item on Etsy. Spell cards are lovely. Oh, I'll tell you what we got. What, once again, Cat the Mouse bought me, which was the potion dice. It's not these ones exactly, but like the equivalent. These are so cute and fun that I would highly recommend. It's literally you give them to your players when you give out a health potion, and they open it and they roll it, and the dice that come out is how much health they get back. So good. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll go through here. I think these are up there as some of the best D&D stuff on Etsy. So I'll place that over to the right. How do we feel about DM screens? I like him. I don't like the hardness and the space it takes up of these wooden DM screens. They feel so there. I feel like I'm constantly like putting my DM screen up and taking it down, like willy-nilly. This just feels like a bit more of a hassle to do that with. Oh my god. Wait, what happened to the dice tower that I just saw? Oh, they stick together. This dice tower? I like it. But how do I... Oh. Alright, let's search dice towers. This is complicated. Dice towers. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it like takes me to the shop or just other products. I'm like, no, I want a particular product. You love handing players tangible things. That's why the deck of many things is so much fun. I'll be honest, you stole the idea with the little potion bottles with dice. You already had the items at home. It's not, I don't think it's stealing. I think that's just you making something you want at home. It's so funny watching you go through Etsy stuff that I've scoured for the last 2 months. Yeah, and I'm just like amazed by it and thrown away. This is something I have seen before. And I really like this. Watch this. It's a crossbow that fires dice. And if that's not one of the best D&D items on Etsy, then I don't know what is. That stays. It's a dice tower. That is a goblet mug tankard thing that you can put a can of beer in. For $25, it's so cheap. I guess they just 3D print it, right? Like it's not a big deal for them. But I like it. It's cool. Huh. Is it the best though? I don't know. I don't think so. Yo, dice crossbow. Indeed, you want to roll a natural 20 while also risking taking the eye out of the player across the way from you? Non-stop fun. The question is, what is the best dice tower? I like this one. I like that one a lot, actually. This might be a winner. Oh, that's cool, man. Okay, that's going into the best list. Yeah, exactly. Or cat. It doesn't have to be birthday or Xmas gifts. It can just be gifts. Okay, let's keep going. Guys, can you think of any other D&D accessories that I should search for? Oh, I have seen this one before, and this one is very, very cool. That's a dice tower. The dice roll off one book, roll off another. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's going in there as well. I mean, dice itself, right? I wonder if anyone's made any dagger heart. It's all one word, Phil. No. Because they used the duality dice. The wireless dice that integrates with the VTT. I've looked at them. They are pretty cool. I don't know if, like... Yeah, it would have to, purely playing online, right? Would be where they're useful. Give them to people you think are cheating, so that they can't cheat. Right. The fuck you, fuck me dice are up there. Oh, dice storage. Let's do that. Everything Dice Co. Yeah, it's just showing me the same stuff now. Holy, look at this display case, Captain Al. Look at this one. Is this what you were thinking of? But so what are we doing? Everything Dice Co. All one word. Did you mean the shop, Everything Dice Co? I did. Oh, the planet one? What is this dice tray? Is it also a Ouija board? Ouija dice tray. That's pretty cool. But I gotta say, are these gold dice the best dice? Are these the best dice? I think these might be. Oh, they're so nice. I wonder if they're hard to read, unless it's really bright light. But they stay. They live forever. You want the gold ones? Yeah, that's what I want. But a bunch of... Oh, sorry, no, you want these. Yeah, you want these. Yeah, we could have a whole shelf of like 4 of them next to each other. And then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could have 20 sets of dice shown. That can stay on here. Oh my... What? Captain, have you seen this? It's also a dice tower. For 24 bucks? Go on, roll it. Amazing. We were making a joke earlier about cats that can be dice towers. That's staying. That is awesome. Okay. DM screens. These are pretty cool. Oh, look at this skull. Now I am just genuinely shopping. Party box of holding Dungeons and Dragons. It's just a box full of little D&D stuff. for your next D&D game. That's fun. It is a rabbit hole. I want one with a screen built in. Oh, you mean like a monitor? If you've not seen it yet, Power Word Spill has a great video on that stuff. Just realised I'm in incognito mode because I didn't want any of my addresses or anything showing up, but it means I have to sit through ads on this. Oh my god.
Software to easily display everything at once to your D&D players while still being able to keep all of your notes and tabs private on your screen. This will work for running a display in person or online.
Look at that.
I'm also going to show you how this can be used with a Chromecast for a wireless setup. Thank you so much to Improved Initiative for sponsoring this video in person or on
So nice.
online.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use it, I don't think, as much, but so cool. So yeah, maybe I should just make one myself. Yeah, Power Spill's great. I have creator envy of him. Alright, unless anyone else can... Oh, minis maybe? Oh, terrain. Nah, unless anyone else can think of any cool D&D accessories off the top of your heads, I think we got to figure out what the best thing out of these guys is on here. Do I use terrain often? Yeah, we use terrain a lot now. We just use the warlock stuff. Honestly, I have like made like a few just like rooms of different sizes, and I just leave them made, and I'll just grab one or two of those if combat starts. And then if I'm planning an actual combat in a cool space, I'll make it beforehand. All right, Waffle Noodle, thanks for chilling. But yeah, I'm into terrain, so I like it. I wish I could do Dwarven Forge terrain, but it's too expensive and hard to get in Canada, unfortunately. So for now, I'm using Warlock tiles, and honestly, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. All right. Cat guy. Which is, I think, so good. Cool dice shelf. Golden dice. Which I just... Oh. I bet it scratches your table so nice. Those are the boxes. They're so cool. A Ouija board dice tray. I think that's out. That's out. If a dice is going to win, it's going to be the golden dice. The crossbow is up there for me. This dice tower is up there for me. That would go really well with the golden dice. Oh my god. I think if you're going to display your dice on anything, it's going to be the cat. It's going to be the kitsune. So it can go. They are great. That is a great dice tower. I want to try something, guys. Bear with me for a second. I'm going to do a poll. I know there's only like 1 or 2 chatters right now. So I'm only expecting 1 or 2, but I just want to test this. And it's going to be out of... No. Oh, these 2 dice towers. Left, right. So let's see if this works. Which is the better dice tower? I've never done this before. Get a little poll up. And Oh, wow. Team right. Okay. Yeah, I think the book's won. Okay. Throw that there. Let's get rid of these guys. Don't bring back. No, don't bring back left. You jerks. Oh, actually, this is just a great way to whittle us down. All right, okay. Let's end that poll. That is fair. Let me do another one. Can you guys change your answer? %6 left, 40% right. Well, can you guys change your answer? Like, can you choose left and then can you switch to right? Both. All right. Well, out of these two, people are team right. People don't like the golden dice. That's baffling to me. That's a good question about. Can I run Q&As on your end? Oh, I thought you were saying ethical question. Cut them out. You mean technical question? Let's test it. Can you see this? Is this how this works? Is that Q&A? What did I do? I can't see chat anymore. What is... All right, well, this one's out. So we'll do in, let's see. Gonna end the Q&A. Golden are nice, but they're not potions. It works, but what did it do? What is the Q&A thing? I guess you have no idea. Alright, let's do this again. Now, I know you guys like potions, right? But I really need you to think about this for a second. It's a kitsune with multiple tails, and it's a dice tower all in one. Really? You thought about this? You didn't just click potions because you like potions? Okay, fine. We'll say bye to the kitsune dice. Guys, gonna do another one. And I really need you to take into consideration that it's a crossbow that fires dice. And I know there's potions on one side and you like potions, but it's a crossbow that fires dice. Left, right, L or R. You like the kitsune idea though? Wait, go to the shop? The kitsune shop is gone. That shoots down. Oh, this one. Do they? How do I go to the shop? Money grubbers. The dice poppers are fun. What is hammer dice tower? Oh, it's an upside down hammer that also works as an initiative tracker. Very cool. Mini basketball dice tower. Okay. Okay. A sword dice holder? An egg thing? Skull potion vial dice holder. Okay, well, at least we got something new out of this, and that is this dice tower. And just because people keep choosing... Oh, wait, we... Sorry, I messed that up. So it's crossbow or potions. People like the crossbow. Egg thing from Portal 2. Because Sonny had a blunderbuss. Maybe they do. I'll go in and look properly later, because that would be a lot of fun. Okay, so we say bye to the dice. And say hello. Left or right, guys? Let me get this poll up for you. I wish I could, like, just redo the same one. So this is kind of, this is a pity because I feel like these two could go hand in hand very easily. You shoot the dice at the net, right? See if you get it in. But alas, they are against each other right now. People like shooting things more than they like scoring things. That's good to know. All right, and this brings us to our final one to see what the best item on Etsy is for D&D. Out of the 7 that looks interested to me on my homepage. Also, the poll thing is my new favorite thing. Now, you gotta think for this one, what would you get more use out of though? The books work here. It's a dice tower. So not only does it look really cool on your shelf, but you roll the dice on one and it rolls off onto each one, and then you get an 18 on the die. So for me, I can't vote, which is a shame, but I am team left as well. Only because this will get used like every single game, and this one, the crossbow, will get banned after the first time someone hits someone else in the face with a dice. You know, it's like a one-time use. I can see it getting 30 minutes of use before it has to be put away because people aren't considerate to each other. So, yeah, left wins. That is team not hurting each other. God damn it. Crossbow wins, I guess. Okay, there's nothing much we can do about that. Team crossbow. I genuinely am probably going to buy one of these and make a video about it because I think that is so fun and so interesting and so unique and so utterly pointless yet brilliant at the same time. It's all fun and games until someone loses an eye. Yep. Or like you just keep losing the dice. The dice just bounce across the room and you're like, no one touch it. What is it? But amazing. All right. 1 second. When I did the Q&A thing, I lost chat in my OBS feed. So I can read chat on my stream, but not on OBS. So give me 2 seconds. There we go. You can make a challenge where it only counts if the dice hits some target. Yeah, like that could be your dexterity roll. I've thought about that, having like real life tasks that people have to do that match whatever roll they're doing. I don't think it would work in the long run because it goes against D&D where like if you're like me and you don't like performing, like singing or being on a stage or something, I might play a bard to get that in my life. Then if I had to sing to accomplish something in real life, I'd be like, I'm out. But if you had a group that were like that, they were like, oh yeah, you want to roll to hit this guy by like throwing this piece of paper into a bin across the room. I think it's fun. Or what I really want to start playing with, and I'll talk about this in my next video a little bit, is mini games. Like, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy recently, like the Rebirth, and it's full of mini games to the extent where you go into simple things like you're in a bar and there's darts and you start a dart game and there's a little mini dart game, to like just traversing certain areas. You've got to play a little game where you've got to learn to ride something, or you've got to do this. And I'm like, man, that'd be so good just have little games within the games of D&D. Like if you crit and shoot a die on the creature token, then it's an insta-kill. I like that. Like you stand on the other side of the room and you've got to hit the mini off the battle map. But this is how, once again, cats get dice and eat dice, or dice go in people's eyes, or dice, fly into the neighbor's yard and they get mad at you and you never see dice again. But in theory, it's fun. Just admit you want to LARP. I do want to LARP. I wish I had LARP friends. I don't know what I would do with LARPing. Like, do LARPers LARP hard? Are they like method actors? Are they in character? Or are they just kind of like chilling with each other, having a good time, dressed up? Or is every LARP different? Because I don't think I could do that full being in character non-stop kind of thing. I would need a break from that. Am I naming more qualities of what? Do I think 42 is too old to go to Ben Lee Mulligan's LARP camp? That's a good question, because part of me is like, no, I don't think that's too old at all. I think 42 is still young, and you can totally go do LARPing. But if you're the only 42-year-old at a camp full of 8-year-olds, I do think you might be too old. I think you need, like, if it's an adult LARP camp, you're good. LARP and Ren Fair. I'm desperate to do a Ren Fair. Desperate. There's nothing where I live. I think it'd be so much fun just to walk around a fair. I would dress up. It would be great. I would be LARPing at that point, but I would love it. Get out there and live your best life, unless it's with 8-year-olds. It's just the implication, The Always Sunny in Philadelphia quote. I don't know. You do you. Have you guys seen the We Meet in Malta thing that Abria Iyengar is hosting, I guess? Or it's just called Meet in Malta. I don't quite know what to fully think of it, but it's supposed to be a TTRPG festival where they have hired out like an area of Malta where people can fly and stay at hotels and watch live shows and play D&D for like 3 days straight. I'm trying to find out, what is it? Oh, it's called You Meet in Malta? Okay, here, take a look at this. Oh, now I'm getting Lego stuff. Immersive tabletop role-playing festival You Meet in Malta announced for September. 5-day event will feature live actual play shows, workshops, panels, and more. Tickets have gone on sale for You Meet in Malta, an immersive festival which celebrate tabletop, blah, blah, blah. September 25th and will run 5 days with punters available to experience live actual play shows, workshops, panels, and more during the immersive first of its kind event. It was cancelled? Really? You meet in Malta. Oh, no. Is that why there's just nothing out there right now? Why I can't get tickets? What's Jasper saying? Because he's like running it, right? He's the organizer. Oh, I guess he's not tweeted for months. You Meet in Malta will be performing one event in Malta, Wednesday 25th. Yeah, I believe you. I mean, the information's so hard to find, but I believe you and you say it's cancelled because I also can't find tickets. You Meet in Malta. Google Meet in Malta cancelled. Oh man, they were getting so much hype around that. I wonder what happened. I don't know what to say. I'm getting Theresa May's meeting with Angela Merkel at the EU summit is cancelled. Like his tweet? Like Jasper?
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining. There are so many people here. Thank you so much for coming. I can't tell you how pumped.
So I watched this 2 months ago and it was fine. Oh, I can't see that link. That's fine. But it's Jasper Cartwright X. I almost said Twitter. X. It's on here somewhere? Maybe if I search it on X. Oh, I can't. Hold on, let me go. Where's my. Maybe it's my incognito mode messing things up. Meet in Malta. Meet in Malta. This is crazy. I can't. Why is the internet like this now? It seemed like Firefest from the start. So there were vibes to me that this was going to be an issue. It sold out pretty quick. Didn't have a ton of availability, so it's not too surprising that he could swindle enough rich dorks to fill it up. Still no. So people are saying it was a scam? Holy. I thought there was going to be issues because it's freaking boiling hot in Malta. And they were like saying, yeah, come in cosplay. And like, a lot of stuff's going to be outside. And I'm like, man, people are going to be fainting from the heat. It is with extremely heavy heart that I have to announce that You Meet in Malta has been cancelled. There are a whole host of reasons that means sadly the festival can't proceed. I am devastated. As a creative, I was hired by Live Nation to put together a killer TTRPG festival, and I put my whole heart into doing just that. I really believe that we put together something incredibly unique and special, and I can't believe it's not happening. To all those who believed in me, from the incredible talent that signed up to come, to the wonderful people who have cheered on this project and booked tickets, all I can say is I'm deeply sorry. I would love to say that this is just a setback, and You Meeting will be back. But I don't know at this point. I know I did my best work in this project, but I can't escape the feeling that I let a lot of people down here. Losing a job like this has had a sizable impact on me personally. I'm going to be taking a break from social media and spending time with my new family. So much love. What happened, Jasper? What happened? Why? Did you return the money, Jasper? I'm sure he returned the money. Look, Taylor, this looks like just his Twitter to me. Also, why wasn't this showing up on his main page? February 2nd. I guess it probably is her. Look, I have no excuse. I just don't know how to internet, okay? But yeah, I don't know why we were talking about We Meet in Malta, but it's been cancelled, everybody. That's a shame. Alright. I know. Yeah, 2nd of February. I'm disappointed in that. I almost made a video on that. Just, not because I think it was a good idea to be having a festival somewhere so hot, or that it wasn't some kind of money grab, I don't know. But just from the fact that, like, it's nice to have TTRPG community things of that size going on. Now I'm just on Twitter. So, let's stop that. I am gonna end the stream here. I think we did what I set out to do, which was not only find out, well, we also found out what the best item in Etsy was with a very small sample size, but we also looked at 31 D&D accessories and gifts and rated every single one of them. So thank you everyone for watching, and if you haven't, go like the thing. If you're not subscribed, that's crazy. Subscribe, and thank you. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Have a good night.